Hello, my name is Kerry and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you the Booktube watching tag. So apologies if I look down, it's because I've got my notes in this notebook again. So I wasn't told to do this, but I've seen a number of people doing it on my feed and really enjoyed watching other people's Booktube watching habits, so I thought I'd join in. The original video was made by Harriet Rose and I'll link that down below. And so without further ado, here's the Booktube watching tag. So question 1 is, how many channels are you subscribed to? So according to the YouTube app on my iPad, I am subscribed to 110 channels. Quite a lot of them are Booktube channels, and recently I've subscribed to quite a few more. Since starting this channel, a number of people have subscribed to me that I wasn't subscribed to, so I'm now following them as well. Question 2 is, when do you normally watch Booktube? I tend to watch Booktube in the evenings, usually when I am cooking or washing up or doing bits around the house. It's nice to have sort of a bit of background noise, but feel like I'm having a conversation with someone about books. Not that I really talk back to YouTube, but maybe sometimes. And also when I'm getting ready for bed sometimes. I've also started watching it a little bit in the mornings if I have time before I go to work while I'm getting ready, just to try and keep up with all the videos in my subscription feed, because I don't like to miss out on any. I really enjoy watching all your videos, so keep making them because they're awesome. Question 3 is, how do you balance Booktube watching, reading and making your own videos? Well, I'm fairly new to the making video side of things, but at the moment I am trying to bulk film on weekends when I have free time, and then I edit those during the week. Usually, well, at the moment it's the beginning of July when I'm filming this, although I don't know when I'll be posting it. It might be a couple of weeks later, but at the moment Wimbledon's on in the evenings, and so I've been editing my videos while watching Wimbledon, and then sort of reading when I go to bed. Also tend to read a little bit while watching Wimbledon because I can keep track of the score and the big points, and sort of have it as background noise while I'm reading. So we'll see how I go with the balance of those as I get more into it, as the year goes on. I like the bulk filming thing because it means that at the moment I've got, I think, the next month's worth of videos already filmed, and I've got a bit of editing to do on some of them, but actually they're, some are ready to go already, so I will upload them and publish them because I'm going away for a bit of August, so it'll be nice to have quite a lot of videos in the bag so that I don't miss out on uploading things while I'm away. I can schedule them to be published. So anyway, maybe we'll film this tag again in 6 months or a year's time and see if my habits have changed and see how I'm getting on with that filming, reading and watching balance. Although I must say I have noticed that I've not read as much in the last week since starting this channel. That may be because I read quite a lot of books in June, and so I'm taking my time a bit more with the books I'm currently reading. Question 4 is there a difference between videos you like watching and videos you like making? The main difference is that I enjoy watching everyone's TBRs because I like to know what people are reading, but I probably won't be making those videos myself. If I'm taking part in a readathon, then I will probably make a specific video for that readathon, but I won't be doing monthly TBRs because I do have a TBR list on my phone of the books that I intend to read, but it is both very ambitious and I don't actually stick to it, so I don't feel that there's much point in making those videos. I'm too much of a mood reader to really stick to my TBR, but I really enjoy seeing what other people are reading, and then especially if they do wrap-ups as well, seeing if they've read the books they intended to and if they were what they expected from them. So far of the videos I've posted, one that I enjoyed making was my Ninja Book Box unboxing video for our summer reading box, which I'll link that video below. So I really enjoyed making that video, and I intend to make more unboxing videos, but I don't tend to watch those very much because most of the people I'm subscribed to get the same boxes, so I don't need to watch the same box being opened more than once by different people. And because I can't afford to do any more subscription boxes myself, I'm not really that interested at the moment. If I get to a place where I have a little bit more spare change lying about, I might start watching a few of them to see which other boxes I might want to subscribe to. But yeah, so those are ones I don't tend to watch, but I have enjoyed making and will make again in the future, I'm sure. Question 5 is, who is the first booktuber you subscribed to and do you still watch them? I can't remember exactly who the first one was. I have a couple of ideas of who it might have been, which I'll get to in a minute. But I first came across Booktube a couple of months ago when YouTube changed their monetization rules, and suddenly a lot of small creators who were previously eligible to receive money from YouTube for their videos suddenly weren't anymore. And there was a bit of a backlash about this in the Booktube community, and I suddenly saw loads of stuff on Twitter about it. And I was like, what is this thing called Booktube and how have I missed out on it for so long? So a couple of the channels that I remember subscribing to around that time, who I think were probably the first ones, were Justine at I Should Read That and Cass at What Cass Read. They're both fairly small Booktube channels, both really lovely ladies, and I have quite a similar taste in books to them, so I really enjoy watching their videos. So I do still watch them when they publish videos, and I'll link both of their channels down below. Question 6 is, who is the most recent booktuber you have subscribed to? So I had quite a few people who have recently subscribed to my channel and that I wasn't following, so I have now subscribed to them, and I can't remember which one is the most recent out of a couple of them. So one of them is Dan Ball, who is quite a new booktuber as well, has only posted a couple of videos so far, but he's got a really engaging style. He joined Booktube quite recently because his uncle also has a Booktube channel called Wild Reads, which is a really fun channel as well. So I really enjoyed his couple of videos that he's posted so far. And another one that I subscribed to quite recently was Triumphal Reads, and he's a more established channel, but also very enjoyable videos that I've watched so far from him, so check them both out. Question 7 is, share an old favourite booktuber. I'm finding it really hard to pick just one person for all of these questions, so again I've got 2 answers to this one. The first is Trisha from Tell Her a Story. I find her videos really engaging. She's got really good presence on the camera. She's come up with a couple of original tags which I've really enjoyed watching, and she's just quite humorous and yeah, just really likeable, so I really like watching her videos. And another one is Brooke from By the Brook, who her channel is half booktube, half authortube. She's just such a bubbly personality, and every time I come across a video of hers, a new one that I haven't seen yet, it always brings a smile to my face because she's just so cheerful and yeah, really likeable. And so she sometimes does booktubey things, but she also does a lot of authortubey things, and because I'm hoping to get back into my writing a bit more, she talks and she's introduced me to a number of other authortubers as well, which I've really enjoyed picking up some writing tips from them, and it's given me a bit of a boost to try and get back into my own writing. Question 8 is, share a new favourite booktuber. Again, I've picked 2 because I'm naughty like that. So my first one is Common Spence. Spencer is just adorable. His videos again just are a ray of sunshine, always bring a smile to my face. He's really fun to watch, and yeah, go check him out. And another one is Mara from Books Like Woe. She is doing a lot of Agatha Christie reviews recently, and I really like Agatha Christie, so it's been really fun to watch her. She's been working through all of the Poirot books, so really enjoyable, but she also does some very short snappy reviews as well, and a number of good discussion videos about different things to do with reading, booktube, that sort of thing, so I really enjoy watching her too. Question 9 is, what of one of your booktube pet peeves? I really struggled to think of anything for this one, but then I remembered that a couple of times I've gone to watch people's review videos and they haven't labelled them as to whether they have spoilers in them or not, and I started watching them and then realised that actually there are going to be spoilers and had to stop watching them. Or sometimes it's alright as well if they don't label them and then they are spoiler free, but it would really be helpful if you label them as spoiler free or non-spoiler free, so that people like me who maybe haven't read the book and want to know whether the book's for them or not can find out what you think about it without hearing any spoilers. And actually, one of the things I like about Cass from What Cass Read is she will post 2 reviews of every book, so she'll do a spoilery one and a spoiler free one, so that you can have the best of both worlds. If you've read the book, then you can have a proper discussion with her about it, but if you haven't read it, then you get a taster of what it's about without any spoilers. So when I do book reviews, I'm always going to try and be really careful to label them as spoiler free or spoilery. And question 10 is, what have you learned from watching other booktubers? I've learned a lot about new books that I hadn't heard of, that some of which I've come across and really enjoyed. I picked them up from the library, that sort of thing. But the main thing I've learned is that actually it's something that I can do myself. I never would have thought of setting up a YouTube channel before, but having seen so many wonderful people talking about books that they've enjoyed, I thought actually, you know, this is something that I can get involved with, this is something that I can do too. So yeah, so that's the biggest thing I've learned really, is that Booktube is a welcoming community and I can find my place in it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically because I know a number of people have already done this tag that I watch. So if I've mentioned you in this video and you haven't done this tag, I'd really love to hear your answers. But other than that, I'm not going to specifically tag anyone because I can't remember who has and hasn't done it so far. So as I say, thank you very much for watching and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!